Hey guys, and welcome to BeardYGO. So today we're going to have a look at the 4th, 5th and 6th rounds of the Luxury Gaming 3v3 tournament that I was able to take part in. So two of my subscribers and I joined the tournament and we had a lot of fun. So yeah, but just another reminder for you guys that we have our own tournament that is coming up on the 26th of March at 7 p.m. First place getting a box of Battle of Chaos and second place getting a box of Maximum Gold. So join the Discord, the link will be in the description down below. Make sure you sub to the channel and please remember that these tournaments are for South Africa only. So yeah, eventually we'll be able to do it internationally and then we can get everyone involved, which will be just amazing. So yeah, these tournaments are also sponsored by Solarpop and Unplug Yourself, and without them I won't be able to generate the amount of prizes that I do for these tournaments, as these tournaments are free. So yeah, thanks so much to Solarpop and Unplug Yourself for sponsoring the channel. Right, so that's it. Let's get into round 4 of the 3v3 Luxury Gaming tournament. Okay, so here we are, round 4. Let's get into how we did on the day. So, like I said, we had quite a lot of fun, and yeah, it was really nice to take part in such a big event. Alright, so here we see myself versus Dells, and I'm going first with Virtual Worlds. And I opened a really nice hand with Droll Skill Drain as well. Skill Drain doesn't really affect Virtual Worlds, so that's really awesome. And yeah, the nice thing about this is that I was able to make a pretty decent board as well. And usually when I go into when I see Skill Drain, then I usually go into the final Sigma because it's an unaffected monster, so then I just flip Skill Drain and I can still deal a double damage and still have this towers on board. Alright, so we end the board with Shenshin and Final Sigma, Skill Drain and Chuche with Droll in hand. Right, so there we droll them. And Heroes under Droll isn't really that great. But yeah, so he brings out the Vion, I chain the Skill Drain, and yeah, there's really nothing much that he can do over here. Also, I don't think he was a really good player in my opinion, because he does try and activate effects and stuff. Tries to droplet my unaffected monster as well, which is just horrible. So yeah, he was definitely not prepared for Skill Drain. Right, so here we just continued to do our plays, and yeah, this was a pretty easy duel for me. So we go into the Mud Dragon, drop the level of the Lao into the Hot Red, and that is game. Alright, so the Hot Red's out because I can always pop my own Skill Drain at any time that I want to use an Omni Negate, but Skill Drain is really powerful for this. So yeah, that is game 1. going to me, and now we've got Zaz versus Underman 14. Right, so we see that Zaz is playing the invoked Eldritch variant and is going up against Adamantipator's. Now, Adamantipator's was really good in Master Duel at the moment. It's actually pretty insane. Probably one of the best combo decks in the game at the moment, with Block Dragon being at 3. Now, if you think about it, this is Adamantipator's with Block Dragon, and it's with extra support that wasn't around when Adamantipator's was actually a good deck in the TCG when Block Dragon was around. So technically, this deck has gotten a massive boost compared to what we were used to in the TCG. So in Master Duel, it's pretty good. Alright, so yeah, we just see full shenanigans happening over here. We got Savage, got Apollosa, Block Dragon coming out, Union Carrier still being a thing as well, which is just insane. We got Gigantus, and we got IP. Buster Lock and Block Dragon coming out again. What I would have personally done was use the Block Dragon first, use the Block Dragon and the Stone to go into IP, and then still leave the Kokomeru on board, because yeah, it really helps to have more negates, doesn't it? But we see the Kaiju drop, and we got Alistair getting negated here. And that's one thing that I wish that Zaz did over here, was just go straight into the battle phase to basically try and beat over the Apollosa, and that would bait out, that would most likely bait out the IP, and if it doesn't, then it's fine, you've gotten rid of a negate and then you can continue playing. But yeah, he decided to continue playing a bit further, and then yeah, there's still the Apollosa negate that's around, which isn't great. But yeah, here we go, we see IP coming out and summoning the Underworld Goddess, which is just really unfortunate. And that's another thing that Adamantipator's did not have previously. So yeah, as we can see here, they just have way too much advantage at the moment, especially with Maxi and everything being around as well. So access code, and yeah, that's pretty much it there. Funny thing is, this guy's literally just playing extra now. It's really unnecessary. Because he could have finished the game, saving us a lot of time. Right, so that is game. Cool, so Zaz took the L over there, and Elite Slayer versus, what was that, Melee? Yeah, melee. For South Africans, we can find this a little bit funny that the name is melee, because in South Africa we have Afrikaans, and in Afrikaans melee, which is spelled Mielie, is a word for corn. So we've got corn playing at Emancipator Prank Kids as well over here, and Elite Slayer with Phantom Knights. Right, so we got the Ark Rebellion, Cherubini, Fogblade, Rusty, and a Danger. But like I said previously, oh my gosh, Fogblade on the Meow Meow Moo does absolutely nothing. So one thing that I found out in the middle of the tournament, probably around about here actually, was that my teammates Zaz and Elite Slayer have not played TCG before. They've not played in official tournaments before, and so Master Duel is basically their platform of playing. And yeah, they say that this was actually their first tournament that they took part in, so it was actually pretty interesting that they were playing pretty well for people who are quite new to the game. So yeah, it's really awesome to see that Master Duel is allowing more players, or people who haven't played the game or probably only remember the anime as kids or something, you know, that they would start getting involved in this game. So yeah, Master Duel's opened a lot of doors for the game to grow. But yeah, like I said, there are still beginners and they do make a couple of mistakes here and there, but overall I was quite impressed with how they were able to still play, even though they were pretty fresh at the game. Right, so Elite Slayer losing to the Emancipator Prank Kids. And so yeah, that is it for round 4, and so now we're gonna head over to round 5. Right, so here we are with round 5, and let's see which match are we going to see first. Which duel? Right, so we got Zaz versus Zilchi playing against Emancipator Prank Kids. And they told me for this event that the Emancipator deck was like the bane of their existence. Like, it was just too much for them to counter, you know. And that just goes to show that this deck is really good in the Master Duel format. So yeah, I really hope that they release some new stuff soon, so that we can get a little bit more of a diversified format in Master Duel. Right, so As you can see, they are going balls to the walls, if you guys get that. Block Dragon's just way too strong in this deck, to be honest. But yeah, Apollosa coming out. I definitely think this guy did the combo worse than the previous guy we saw, because Apollosa only came out at the end. So this guy would have hard lost to a well-timed Nibiru, to be honest. Right, so here I would Alistair attack over the Apollosa before he gets to the negate of the Golden Lord again. So it just seems it's taking. It just took him a little bit longer to try and adapt his plays. It's one thing that I did realize was Zaz and Elite Slayer were very comfortable with creating their combos, but not really comfortable in adapting to different situations. But that's understandable, given how new they are at the game. You know, these things do take time and quite a bit of knowledge behind the game and behind what you're playing against and everything. A lot of decks over here they saw they didn't really know as well. So it was good that they were also introduced to a lot of different archetypes and themes and strategies that they previously did not know about, which is really cool. And that's the beauty of Yu-Gi-Oh, where, you know, even though the formats sometimes get stale, there's so much variety, and you know, a lot of the times, especially at locals, you never know really what to expect when you are playing against someone. You know, it's mainly just starts getting stale when you get to high tier events. Then you can expect certain meta decks and everything. So yeah, Zaz loses to the Emancipated Prank Kids over there. And now we're gonna have a look at game number 2, which is Elite Slayer versus Cal-Life TTV. Alright. Oh, and Kaiser Coliseum is in this game as well, which is, oh, you know, it's basically Mystic Mine pre-Mystic Mine, which is just insane as well. But yep, now you can only control that one monster, and that's why it helps to also read your cards, ladies and gentlemen. Just keep reading the opponent's cards, whether you're in Master Duel or TCG. You know, just you have to do it, otherwise you can lose quite hard against something that you really just shouldn't be losing to, you know. Right, so here we go, Hulk summoning the Effect Veiler, and yeah, we bring out the Selene. Into access code. Yeah, access code's on 5-3. And this is a difficult thing to counter, actually, because of the Kaiser Coliseum. Now you're only allowed to have one monster, or equal amount of monsters as the opponent, and yeah, it's a little bit horrible. So unfortunately the Afterburners is back again, but yeah, at least the Fogblade does stop the the access code over there. Alright, we got Z coming out again. And we just set one. And yeah, that's basically it. Hayate attack directly for game. Yeah. quite an unfortunate one. I'm sure he could have done much better if he was able to get rid of the Kaiser Coliseum, or even if it wasn't around at all. And strikers in Master Duel is not that hectic. It's definitely not a deck to really be afraid of. Right, so yeah, we've got myself versus Classy. And so he's playing dinos over here, and yeah, we know what dinos can do. But yeah, to be honest, he didn't really play this well. So he call buys the maxi, which is fine. Was unfortunate at the time, but now, you know, he doesn't have the full combo with a baby in hand or anything like that. So yeah, I was actually pretty comfortable with this, but I lost connection. So this was pretty horrible for me. With a board of Conductor and Pancratops, it's not really difficult to beat with Virtual Worlds. So yeah, that was an unfortunate one, but that ends round 5, and so we will be moving over to round 6. Right, so here we are with round 6, and we'll be starting off this round with myself facing the opponent. Let's see, what was their name again? Ah yes, Don Somongos. Right, so we are facing zombie Eldritch. And yeah, first turn, Doom King, Link Karibo into Avenged Savior, which was weird to me because I would have rather gone into a Vampire Sucker, but I guess he didn't want me. I don't know why he didn't do that. He could have gotten an extra draw, because that would have been the last summon of his turn anyway. So yeah, but here we go, and we have outed the Doom King with the Kringlong, and we've popped the Zombie World, so Doom King is not coming back. Right, so we end up going into good old Shen Shen, and that's because we really don't want Doom King to come back. So yeah, we go into a Charge Warrior. We draw an Ash, which is just awesome. Going into the final Sigma, because we can do double damage on the Avenged Savior. So there he dumped another Doom King, but it doesn't matter, because yeah, we just have the best stuff. So like I said, people don't read their cards, and he tried to use the Outlich on the final Sigma and nothing happened, because you know, Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read. Right, so that is game 1 down, and now we have Elite Slayer, I think it is. Yeah, Elite Slayer facing what seems to be, yeah, it's Exodia. Right, so you guys have seen my Exodia video where I got crushed while I was playing my Earth Machines, and so yeah, we know how this goes. But what a horrible hand. So that is just super unfortunate from the Exodia player, but Elite Slayer can basically just end the game right here. So yeah, let's see what happens. We got Bodish, Sia bringing back the Cherubini, Rota, and we get the Brigandine. Right. So Brigandine is chain 3 comes out, we've got Stained Greaves coming out, and then we've also got Raiders Knight. Yeah, this should definitely be a wonderful OTK. So yeah, that is it. And Shadows Scoops. And then we've got our last game for round 6 and for this video, Zaz versus So Sick. Yeah, so opponent is playing Trucking Dinos, it seems. And Zaz has a pretty decent hand, so Prosperity for the Alistair getting Invocation, setting Haquero, Invocation going into Macabre, using the Golden Lord. Get the Golden Lord back and bring it out. Ecclesiazard getting Punishment, and I don't know why he keeps shotgunning this, which is Fleur de Lis. You know, you can do it on the opponent's turn and stop a monster effect like the Overraptor that he just drew. But yeah, he didn't. He used all of his resources over there except for the Punishment. Right, so that is it for the Dino player. It seems that he was not able to really do much, and yeah, that is an OTK from Zaz. He could have definitely played his turn better, but this was an easy win, so yeah. And that ends off our video for rounds 4 to 6. So guys, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, just a reminder again for our BeardYGO tournament that'll be coming out on Saturday, the 26th of March. Feel free to sign up. The registration will be closing on the Saturday as well. So round 1 will start at 7 PM and registration will be closing at 6 PM. So make sure that you have registered in time so that we can get the tournament started on time. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed this video, drop a comment down below and sub to the channel, tell your friends about it so that we can grow this channel and hopefully get to 300 subs soon. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.